If you guys need any cards, packs, sleeves, anything of that nature, shop on TCG Player using my affiliate link in the description. I just found out that the Italians did like their own paper nationals thing, which was pretty cool. It was called like EWCQ Rome, I think it was. There were about 88 players, which is pretty sizable for an IRL Edison event. And we're going to be talking about the top 8 deck lists, which were posted pretty recently. I don't know, looked like free content fodder to me, so we're going to be checking them out. I always enjoy doing these top 8s, and everyone else seems to enjoy them too. So let's just go over the deck lists and talk about them. The first place one we have here on the screen, it is Blacklings. Not too surprising. I mean, Blacklings is definitely one of the strongest decks of the entire format. This looks like one of the pure builds. A lot of the pure builds have been moving to 2 value. This build is only on 1 value. I think either is probably acceptable. Just depends on what you value. I mean, like 1 value plus dad plus 3 of the other ones in 1 gale is like very standard, very normal. The spell lineup is a little bit interesting. We're on Double Book of Moon. People have definitely been playing this card less, I think, especially in decks that don't really like decks that aren't playing Hamster, or like just things that you want to protect with book, I guess, like Machine of Fortress or something. That would be the sort of deck you would expect to be playing like Double Book. I guess it's just like a good disruption against a lot of things, but you would think decks like Blacklings have just been moving towards triple Deep Prison, bottomless, triple Icarus and stuff, and like just relying on that. Oh, and then like Compulsory is another card that's kind of been taking the place of book. Is something else I should mention. Like a lot of lists, I really like the ratio of like 1 book, 1 compulsory in a lot of my decks. I've been playing that a lot recently, and I think it is quite solid. I think compulsory is very good in this meta. But they're just opting for double book, and then My Body is a Shield is an interesting choice. I actually don't hate it. I think it is pretty solid. Like, the reason I never main this card is I'm just like, what if I go against frogs? That's just, it's something that colors a lot of my deck building decisions. It's just like, I don't want to play cards that I don't have to play that just suck against frogs, I guess, and My Body's definitely one of those. That being said, it can be very good in a lot of situations. Like, if you're just trying to, like, whirlwind summon a guy, you know, My Body just, like, forces that play through, so I think that's very good. So they're just on double bottomless, double Deep Prison, I think Dust Tornado. Main decking, like, one of this is probably fine. And then they're on triple Icarus. I think Corinna had a build that was on 2 Icarus, and I actually really like that ratio. I found in the Reptile build, I really prefer like 2 offerings to the Snake Deity, because it's like, you don't want to be drawing multiple of this card, really. Like, the opponent will play around it, first of all, and then, like, even if they don't, the chances of resolving a second one after you resolve the first one just seem really low. So I think, like, 2 Icarus might legitimately be a thing. A lot of people are playing, like, 0 Icarus, though. There's crazy hybrid builds. That's, like, a whole separate thing, though. I think in Pure, you got to play Icarus. And then, like, just good traps, good side deck cards, etc. The extra deck, I mean, does every Blackwing extra deck look the same at this point? I'm not even exactly sure about that, but it's like all standard extra deck stuff. So that's first place list. Second place list, we have Vayu Turbo. Oh my god, 41. My eyes. Ugh. 41 and no charge. All right, next asshole who tops of the Vayu list that doesn't have charge in it, I'm just, like, skipping your list in the top 8. Like, seriously. What the hell? What is wrong with you people? I made a whole video about it. Okay. Anyway, everything else looks pretty normal, I guess. What, triple Vayu, triple Sirocco, 2 and 2, Dad, double Caius, 3 of these. Oh, wait, I already said 3 of those guys. Like, all the other, like, good one-off spells, except for the one that you're, like, not playing for some reason. 41 even. God. 41, why? Oh, it's such a cursed number. It's such a cursed number. Like, 42, beautiful, perfect, I love it. 40, excellent, optimal. 41, what are you doing? You're just, like, assaulting my eyeballs with 41. Good lord. I do like the trap lineup. I like 1 Dust, 1 Compulse. I think that's pretty cool. I think 1 Oppression is optimal. They're playing all the good ones. And then side deck, triple DDV, triple Rug, double Dyna. Just, like, screw you if you're playing frogs. I mean, based. Yeah, actually. Based and correct. Nice one. Nice one indeed. So that was the second place list. Third place, Blackwing again. This list is different. It's on triple Legacy and Oppression main. I do not like Oppression main in pure Blackwing at all. I think all all of your power plays lose to your own oppression, pretty much. Like, you need to be heavy on the value stuff, in my opinion, for the oppression to really be worth it. If you're playing Blackwing, pure Blackwing, right, and you flip oppression, it's suddenly just like, all right, don't have to worry about Dad, don't have to worry about Blizzard, don't have to worry about, Gale and Bora's coming down, just like all of the scary plays that are just going to kill me. Just don't have to worry about any of that. Don't have to worry about any of that. So, yeah, I feel like if you're going to play oppression, you should probably just play hybrid. Just like minimal spell lineup and then maxed out traps with triple prison. They're on the legacy. I've talked before how I don't like the legacy. I think it's just like too slow. Blackwings, pure Blackwings is just like a super aggro deck. I guess like they like setting their hands and bluffing back row and stuff, but yeah, I'm just not a fan of it. I guess it gets you to Whirlwind faster. That's like the main attraction to playing Legacy of Yata-Garasu, but I don't really think it's worth it. Yeah, I mean, otherwise it's just standard as Blackwings, it's just Blackwings, whatever. Fourth place. I tied for fourth place, presumably, Blackwings. Good lord, this is the most basic top 8 I've ever seen. What's going on here? This build's also on Legacy. Yo. I mean, I think it is better in Herobeat. Probably. I don't know. It's like there's no Whirlwind that you're drawing for, but also you're not like this as crazy aggro as the Blackwing deck is, really. I mean, you're still kind of an aggro deck, but you also got a great grind game, and like games typically go a bit longer. You're not just trying to end it ASAP with these Herobeat builds. I think there are plenty of games where you take it long and play this like grindy control game with the Sparks and the Hero Blasts and whatnot. So I can kind of see the Legacy a little bit more. Man, something must have been shaved down in here for the Legacy to even like have room. What got cut from like that? I'm not exactly sure. Maybe just some level of back row was taken out. Oh, there's no Starlight Road in here. So no Starlight Road in the main. I mean, I guess that's fine. Starlight Road in the main I'm kind of iffy on, unless you're just playing like super heavy Floodgate stuff, because it is just a card that does nothing, right? You're going to draw that card a lot and just be like, God, why didn't I just draw a card that does something, It's definitely been my experience with Starlight Road. So yeah, the monster lineup is super standard, right? This looks very normal. Triple Diva, double Gilman, 1 DD Warrior Lady, then the 5 heroes, the Gores, the double Honest. I guess no Cyber Dragon in the main. That might be one of the cards that got cut. A lot of the decks have been maining Grand Mole and even Morphing Jar as well. So maybe the monster lineup got trimmed down a little bit to make room for these legacies. But I mean, yeah, it's Herobeat. It's like pretty standard. A lot of the standard ratios, the 2 E-Call, the 3 Gem Sparks, the 2 Hero Blasts. Very solid, just consistent, good deck. Not surprised to see it do well. And the next deck is also Herobeat. Did anyone bring any spice to this event at all? What is wrong with you? You know what? I just got to stop. I got to stop holding people to my standards of entertainment, because they're always going to disappoint me. It's actually a pretty interesting list. So no legacies, but they're on double Phoenix Wing Windblast. I played against a Herobeat deck in Pittsburgh that was on, I think, 2 Raigeki breaks. But yeah, Raigeki break instead of Phoenix Wing Windblast. I don't really see why you would play Raigeki break over Phoenix Wing Windblast in Herobeat. There's like nothing you want to discard that badly, so it would be better to just play the one that's a better form of removal. Let's see. Oh, what was it? Okay, yeah, we saw 3 Hero Blast in here. That is pretty unusual. People tend to stick to 2 because it's not live till you actually get Alias to the Grave. Although maybe with the Phoenix Wings you get Alias to Grave a little bit more reliably. I could kind of see that. They are on the Starlight Road in here. Man, everyone is just playing Gores in Herobeat now, by the way. Just everyone. Like, Starlight Road, Future Fusion, and a bunch of back row, and they're still just playing Gores in Herobeat. All of them. Just never don't play around Gores when you're playing against Herobeat, because they just always have it in there, apparently. I'm not sure if it's good. I don't know. Maybe it's like okay. But a lot of people have been concluding that they want to play Gores. Again, no Cyber Dragon, no Grand Mole, no Morphing Jar, none of these other weird one-offs. Which I think they're like kind of decent to play those. It can depend. I think the Grand Mole especially, I'm a fan of that. But yeah, another Herobeat list. This one on the Phoenix Wings, I guess, being the main difference. And then we got Hero Frogs. Again, a pretty like common list to see, I guess. Wow, this makes 3 hero decks and 3 bird decks. The Italians just have 0 creativity. That's what I'm concluding from this top 8. 0 creativity going on in Italy. What is this frog list? I mean, they're on triple fader with one roar, as opposed to maybe the 2 and 2 that I might tend to prefer. Also on Raigeki breaks. I guess people are playing this card more just because it's like a generic out to stuff that you lose to, and I can kind of see that. That being said, I don't see why you couldn't just side it, you know? Are people really maining like Fossil Dynons and Basket Restrict and whatever? I don't know. One Econ, one Soul X. I definitely disagree with this. I think Econ is just infinitely better than Soul X. I think Soul X should be in the side if it's anywhere at all. Uni in the main with the 10 frogs. It's becoming pretty standard. I think it's correct. What is this? The same 5 heroes that they all play. Yeah, the same 5 heroes they all play, and one Junk Synchron, one Ryza. Yeah, I think it's quickly becoming the standard of like 4 Monarchs, one Junk Synchron, 5 heroes. I don't understand why no frog players play Tragodia, but yeah, other than that, it looks pretty normal, pretty good. I mean, Hero Frogs is a solid list, of course. They're also on the Super Poly Raptinus stuff, so you Gemini players out there, best beware. People are still doing it. They're still doing it. Man, people just not going to give Gemini players a break on this one, are we? Yeah, I mean, Hero Frogs, good deck. Not surprising to see it take, was this 5th place, 6th place, tied for 5th place? I don't know. Let's move on to the still 5th place? Okay, I don't know. I never know how these places work. This is just another frog deck, only this one is not Hero Frog. It is like just full-on Junk Synchron Frog, I guess it's called. I think Hero Frog has become pretty ubiquitous and accepted as like the best build, but this is the like next best build out there, I guess, like the Junk Synchron with the Dark Armed. So this one also on 3 Fader, 1 Roar, huh? Okay. They're also on the Goat with 2 Econ main. I definitely like that. I don't know how to feel about Goat. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes it just like does nothing, but it's like okay. They're on double Sark. It's looking a lot like Corinna's build actually, but no Cold Wave. But they are on the Mobius with double Ryza. I guess you just need a lot of you need some gas to take the place of the Miracle Fusions, definitely. I agree with that. They're also on the 10 Frogs main. Pretty much everyone looks to be maining the Unifrogs these days. I think Uni is a very strong card, so not too surprising to see that. No Raigeki breaks in the main deck. No heroes, I guess, means you have less synergy because you don't have that Stratos +1. I can kind of see that. And then the side is a lot of pretty standard frog stuff. I mean, it's just a lot of hate for Floodgates and whatever. 2 Soul release with 3 Vanities and 2 Soul. This is just like some frog mirror hate going on here in the side deck. Hardcore. All right, that is the frog list that got, what is the 6th, 7th? I'm not sure. I think we only have 1 deck left, so this should be like 7th technically, and then 8th. Although not really 8th, because that's not how it works. We have Lightsworn. This is a pretty fire Lightsworn list. It's definitely the coolest list in the top 8 by far. It's not even really close. We got triple Glorious Illusion with Call of the Haunted. So just like 4 Monster Reborn traps, basically. And then also Reincarnation. I guess you're not playing Beckoning, so we're just playing this instead. Then we've got, of course, Cold Wave, Heavy Storm. We've got triple Raikou, triple Lila. 0 Hamster is pretty interesting, especially with triple Celestia. Of course, the elephant in the room here is that they're playing Guardian of Order, which is, for those who don't know, you can like special this if you control 2 lights, I think. Well, we can look at it. Yeah, if you control 2 or more lights, special it, and it's 2,500 attack points. So it's just like a vanilla guy that you drop. I'm not sure it's worth playing, but it's cool, and they're playing Cyber Dragon, so maybe it's just like a card that can help you get really aggressive in the early game, I guess, is the thinking. Yeah, and then just like a lot of pure... This is a very pure, like, Lightsworn kind of build, sort of, I guess, complementing the Glorious Illusion there. They're not playing Plague? No, wait, Plague is right there. Okay, whew. Oh, I thought Plague was missing. I was like, what the hell's going on? But they are playing Plague, so all is fine. All is good. All is well in the world. And yeah, triple Celestia, triple Wolf, just like maxing out on all these pure Lightsworn cards, just trying to mill those wolves, get that value, summon JD, having a very sort of classic approach to Lightsworn, with the big difference being that I guess we're like spamming the field with the Glorious Illusions and the Cyber Dragon so we could drop our Guardian of Order. I mean, funny, I guess. I'm not exactly sure it's worth it, but funny. I would have to see it, I guess, in action to kind of get a read on how that card goes. Also, this deck is playing Brain Control. Man, is this just like the plan is just to like OTK or something in turn 3? I feel like that's kind of what I'm feeling from this deck. We're just like summoning a bunch of dudes and attacking for game. That's the goal. Either way, it's very cool. So congratulations to the pilot of this Lightsworn list. And that is going to wrap up the top 8. My concluding thoughts are that these were a pretty boring top 8. It's been a while since I've seen a top 8 this boring in Edison format. Usually we have a lot more interesting decks. We had like one vaguely interesting deck in this top 8. It's kind of lame. The Italians need to step it up. That's no. It's fine. It was a good top 8. It was a good top 8, everyone. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed me going over all these deck lists. I mean, I think you probably will. You usually do. So, yeah, that's going to be it for today. Let me know what you thought of the decks in the comments section, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Furthermore, if you enjoy my content, you should think about becoming a channel member. You get access to tons of bonus content, and it's a great way to help support the channel.